Welcome back. We're going to be working on my dad's KZ440, and it's been quite a while since I've gotten to work on that thing. Unfortunately, just so much came up in my life over the last few years. I had a papa pain in the ass. I got rid of her. She was costing me way too much money. It was costing me way too much time, and that's why I never got the bike worked on. It was a couple years of just catching up of things that just had to be done around the house, things that needed to be fixed. I started another job. I still have my business. I started another business. I started a local car show. Drew 1,000 cars last year. I still can't believe we were that big, but yeah, we got 1,000 cars in it. In addition to that, I had another relationship. Thankfully, that lasted only about a month. If you include the month and a half I was seeing her before we decided to call it steady. She was around 2.5 months, and the 56 Oval Beetle is actually one of the things that I wanted to focus more time and attention on, and she wasn't having it. So I switched my 42-year-old for a 60-year-old. But we'll get to the Oval another time. Today is the day for the KZ440, and we've got a bunch of updates for you. Trying to put this together for him for Christmas. He's been expressing how much he's wanted a chopper over the last couple years, not realizing that I've been working on this, so there's going to be a great surprise. But I've got about 2 months to get this thing together. Most of the hard stuff is pretty much finished. All the welding and all the important, really heavy-duty stuff is going. The engine does run. It has been a couple years since I ran it, but it's going to need paint. This frame is going to need paint, of course. But right now I'm just figuring out what else I'm going to do to it. Get it put together. I do have a seat and a tank that goes on there. The tank that I chose for it, it's one of them Frisco style peanut tanks. Here it is there. And I've also got a seat which more or less matches that style. And I think the springs in it are a little bit long. But once I put my weight down on it, it compresses them down, and the seat then sits at the correct level. I don't know if that's going to be good for my dad, though, because he is smaller and lighter than I am. So I might have to put some springs in there that are about 1 inch shorter. So I'll be doing some more adjusting on this. I am going to sandblast and paint up the motor. I'm going to get a coat of paint on there for the frame. The fender is actually a stock fender for the front, which I think I'm going to be putting on the back here. There's the fender. It's actually the front fender, but I'm probably going to leave the front fender off of this, but I'm going to put the back fender on, which is actually the front fender from this bike originally. I don't much like getting water up my back. A noisy-ass car. I don't much like getting water or mud up my back, so I'm going to put some kind of rear fender on here, even if it's just something small, just to stop the spray. Behind it, of course, is my 56 Oval Beetle. I'll discuss that in another video. I've got it covered because there's been a lot of progress, but that's going to be shown someplace else. So this is the KZ440 chopper that I've been working on, and a lot of progress has been made in just one day. Motorcycles go to get it pretty easy. They're not like putting together an old rusted out 60-year-old car. So I'm rather happy with this. I'm rather satisfied with how this is coming out. So I got 2 months, as you know, to put it together, and things are coming along. I don't have anything to complain about. This thing's looking pretty cool. Stay tuned for more action.